depressing stuff. No, pressing, not depressing. Madam Web. How did you like the trailer?
I don't think it's the greatest thing I've ever saw, but I am interested. I am like just actor strike ended. Now we're getting trailers dropping left and right.
Yep.
And just from a comic book perspective, movie, I'm just like, you know what? I'm interested. I'm interested to see what this movie is. I don't have like the highest hopes for it walking in, but it does have my attention. It looks interesting, looks cool. I'm into the whatever Spider-Man-ish person this Ezekiel Sims character is supposed to be.
They called him a. I forgot where it was. I think they called him a bootleg black noir. That's his name, right? From The Boys.
Yep, from The Boys. Yep.
At discount. For me, the trailer is interesting. It's one of those like Friday night movies, I guess you can say. Like whatever Venom was, it's all from Sony. It looks interesting. I like the lead actress. Everyone else who's there is pretty good. But I don't know. I felt like Dakota Johnson, her acting looked kind of bad. Like as I watched the trailer again, I was like, is she just doing this for a paycheck? And I'm like, I'm not gonna care. We're just like, I just noticed. You know what I mean? I just noticed it. But that's regardless of the point.
I'm also in the realm. This is the Sony Spider-Man movies, and it's like I don't have my hopes up for it because even like aside from there's another movie coming out, Craven.
Yeah,
I don't even have the highest hope for that movie.
It just seems like they're continuously creating their own universe because I don't think Spider-Man's in this movie, obviously, and from going off from what Twitter is saying, her partner in the paramedics in the trailer is Ben Parker. And if we go from all the other Spider-Man movies, like they all dead or we just don't know them. And I don't think this is a Tom Holland's. I definitely ain't Garfield's, definitely ain't Toby. This is just somebody else entirely different. And who even knows if there is a Spider-Man in this universe or any type of superhero? Like, is this the same universe as Venom, Craven, Mobius, whatever that guy's name is?
Is Morbin Tom.
Morbin Tom. That's one of the greatest movies out there, by the way. Like it beat the Avengers, it beat Avatar, it beat Titanic. It's number one. You might not see it on Wikipedia, but I promise you it's there.
It's crazy. I still ain't seen that movie.
Me either.
I haven't seen Venom 2 yet either. I'm behind on all this stuff.
Bro, I've seen Venom. I seen Venom 2 through TikTok videos. You know when they do like part 1, part 2, part 20?
Dang. No respect.
It's not like, I mean, I want to see it, but then I get disinterested in it. Like, there's other things. And then I see Tom Hardy, and then it reminds me of Peaky Blinders. And then I'm like, I'd rather watch Peaky Blinders instead. Or I'd rather watch any other movie. Like, what? Let me watch Inception because he's in it too. So, I mean, I see most of it. Like,
I was there for Tom Hardy, but the first one was just like, I didn't really care for the second one that much. Again, it's like, Then we got Morbius just looked dead on arrival, which it was.
Oh, how many delays it had? Remember that?
Yep. And somehow the fans bamboozled Sony into thinking that they were going to put it back into theaters and it was going to do well. I don't know how that happened, but got that. And then before the writer's strike happened, sometime earlier this year, I don't remember exactly. It was we got that trailer for Craven. Like I said, it
phenomenal cast though.
Yeah, I
do for him though. Phenomenal.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, but then the problem, at least for me personally, is that the Spider-Man game just came out and they got Craven in that, and it's just like, damn, like
muscle wise.
Not muscle, just the character of Craven within that game just kind of like
solidified what you should expect in the movie of like
not even expect. More or less? It's just from what I saw in the trailer compared to what they gave us in the video game. It's like the video game completely, sorry for the language, but it shits on the movie. And
isn't he like a legit villain in the game, and the movie looks like he's an anti-hero?
Yes, yes.
Exactly. Yeah, I got
So
it.
and then they're telling, I guess, the story of how he became Craven the Hunter, and then on top of that, even though I like Aaron Taylor Johnson as just like the look he has for Craven, he also doesn't look very intimidating. Like Craven is supposed to be an intimidating figure, and he doesn't have that presence to
Well,
me, at least.
let's give him some time because that dude came from Kick Ass. Then he was a Quicksilver. We always like and then he popped out in Bullet Train. We was like, oh, I forgot about you. Oh, you played a great role. Oh, you might be James Bond. Like he's moving up there in the ranks. So
Mhm.
like he's in this Heath Ledger phrase, phase. Not like in that thing, but I'm like, some let's give him some time. Let him fester, let him grow and everything.
Yeah, I think like it's not really like whatever happens with that movie. I don't think it's faults of his own. It's just Sony with making these side projects with no direction is not really
Which is
helping.
interesting because they own the rights to Spider-Man 99, 2099, and Spider-Man Noir, but they continue to make these side projects like Madam Web and all these other ones. And you hear that and you think automatically he's going to connect with some type of Spider-Man of Tom Holland at the very least. And it's these side projects again. Like it worked for DC for Joker. Don't think it's gonna work for Sony in this. Don't think so. Like the trailer looks subpar at most. It looks like a Sony movie.
Yep.
But it's interesting because you know what's crazy in the trailer? They actually showed the costumes, even though it was like a quick glance, maybe a 2 second or one frame type of thing. It
Hmm.
looks pretty good. Besides the eyes part, I feel like if you're going to conceal your identity, do a better job with the eyes. I,
They should
you're
just
not going to
commit and
see.
go with the white eyes. Like,
Yeah, like she, with the webbing around her eyes is so wide. I'm talking about the blonde chick, Sweetney, Sydney Sweetney. Like I can see, I know it's her. If I know you in the street, like how about that? Oh, that's my friend. You put a mask. I'm like, I can still tell it's you.
I
You
don't know,
know,
man. They can't tell Clark Kent and Superman is different people.
they actually mentioned that his glasses do something that altered the way people perceive him.
Oh, so I get what happened here. You saw me with my glasses and you thought Joe, but
It-
here
you
I go. And then now you recognize me.
Yo, what's a thinking cap? um, I don't know. I'm gonna watch this not in theaters, streaming if it does come out in streaming. It does look solid. It looks like a 7 out of 10. Maybe that's too high. For me, I'll probably give it a 7, 7.5, depending. The trailer looked good. They didn't show too much. We know more or less it's a random antagonist who's related to the main star for something with spiders, and then they're coming and they both can see the future and past. And it's like I'm watching a movie Paycheck or any of those other movies that like, let me reset this and try this all over again. What's that one that came out? Happy Days, something like that. It was a recent one. There was this girl who kept dying over and over and over because it's like Groundhog Day.
Happy Death Day or
Yeah,
something like
thank you.
that.
That's the one. I guess it's like Groundhog Day. Just keep reliving the same. No. Groundhog Day was different. The happy one you mentioned. Yeah, that's what it feels like. This
Happy
movie.
Death Day.
Happy Death Day. That's what this movie feels like. I mean, it looks good, but
Like she like so aside from this movie, this trailer, Madam Web for me, I just recognize her from, if you remember, the Spider-Man cartoon.
old
That
white
episode
lady in red.
yep, when she gathered together I forgot if it was different superheroes or different Spider-Man. I don't remember, but the web of destiny. I know stuff like that. I know soft level Madam Web, but I'm not really like deep into the lore of Madam Web.
Supposed to
So
connect the Spideyverse,
yeah,
the
so
alternate realities.
I wouldn't be surprised if somehow they link this into the next Spider-Man movie, but we'll see. We'll see. Not
It
Spider.
has to be because Ben Parker's here. He should be dead if it's Tom Holland.
Yeah, I don't mean the Spider-Man movie. I mean Across the Spider-Verse. What comes next? Is
Uh,
it Across the Spider? Whatever the next movie is. I
by
forgot
the
the
way,
name.
that movie had so many like meta references. Like I keep watching it, I didn't even realize like how he was playing the game. Spider-Man 1 in the movie when Miles was getting dressed. Like it's crazy. Like There's a lot of things that it was in there. I was like,
Yeah, like everybody. Spoilers for Spider-Man 2.
come on. I mean, like, yeah. We should say
Everybody was
spoiler for everything.
everybody. If you're Spider-Man 2, the game, Peter Parker retires as Spider-Man now, and I went on Twitter. I was like, "What do you?" Everybody, I'm like, "What y'all talking about? He ain't retired. Clearly, he had to go fulfill his duties as part of the Spider-Verse. Come on, man. Like he's not gone. This
He
is
is
what
in the
happened.
movie. Yeah, because he's in the movie.
Yeah, that version of Spider-Man is in the movie for a brief second when they're passing through
Mm-hmm.
the where they had the supervillains captured and stuff,
The
and
Prowler, which is that was cool.
he's in the background. So
Beyond the Spider Verse is the name of the third movie. I guess. Long story short, we're trying to attack this casually, but the trailer looks good. But we keep going off a track here.
good enough to make me watch it. Not good enough to get me to go to the movie though.
I think it's good enough that we're gonna want to watch it because of the post credit scene that may happen, or little hints they might throw in, like what they did in Venom. With the Spider Man poster on the walls.
Mhm.
Besides the Tom Hardy, traveling, because that happened. That was Marvel's change, not really Sony's. Yeah.